Destruction is the best. Yeet, 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 yeet. It's not about the build, it's about the destruction. Yeet us, delete us, yeet, yeet. Yeet us, delete us, yeet, yeet. Yeet us, delete us. Yeet us, delete us. Yeet us, delete us, yeet, yeet. Yeet us, delete us, yeet, yeet. Oh, this is looking good. Yeet, yeet, yeet.
Massive.
Skin
Let's go.
Giasano has redeemed first.
Yeet us, delete us, yeet, yeet. Yeet us, delete us, yeet, yeet. Yeet us, delete us. Yeet us, delete us. Destruction. Destruction is the best.
Harekamest Johnny 11 is here.
I can hold this mouse better than anyone could hold this mouse. Mainly because I wouldn't allow them into my house to hold this mouse. But nonetheless, destruction. Yeet us, delete us, yeet, yeet. Yeet us, delete us, yeet, yeet. Yeet us, delete us. Yeet us, delete us. Yeah, I make great background music. Wait, I'm music? Yeah, I'm music. We'll go with that. Ash Rain music, bro.
What's up, my dudes? Welcome in. How are we doing today? GG, Mrs. Ken redeeming first. Welcome in, Johnny and Fan. Johnny, thank you for a 24-month Tier 1 resub. Stick around to the end of stream to get to see your diamond get burnt. All right. No music today? Why didn't the music play? It opened, but it didn't play. There we go. I don't know what music this is now, but it is playing. What's up, NG? How's everybody doing across all the platforms? Let me go ahead and get the TikTok chat connected. I see your likes coming through, but I can't see what you're saying yet. I can see what you're saying now. If you say something, that is. What's up? How's everyone's weekend? I had a very eventful, exhausting Sunday. So I streamed Saturday night, right? And I'm back today. But yesterday I went to do a project. I went to do a project in my house. And you guys know that episode from Malcolm in the Middle where Malcolm's dad has to like change a light bulb, but to change the light bulb, he gets the ladder and the ladder's squeaky. So he's got to go find the WD-40, but then to go find that, you know, the drawer it was in the handle broke off and every single thing stopped you from doing the next thing. Just like that. That was hours for me. That was my entire day yesterday. And some of it was actually like really not good, and I had to beat the clock to get it fixed before the hardware stores closed. Oh man, I'll get into it later while we're digging a hole. But I just want to get in and get started on digging this hole. You finally got your Valentine's Day present the other day. You got a new phone. Oh, nice, dude. What kind of phone did you get? Your show's on. Hell yeah. We'll get to digging a hole in just a minute. We just got to get all these boxes handled. I want to bring as many boxes as possible. So we'll actually come back here after we go do our tool repair session. First, let me top off my rockets and my food.
Miku_gaming1 is here.
Welcome in. Welcome in. See, I got a heck of a story for once we get to the hole, though. And we have a moment of, yes, yeah, I have, the storage system I was in has an item filter for every item in the game. A Motorola stylus, I think I've heard of those ones. I'm not very familiar with Android phones, but if you like it, I'm glad. Okay, we gotta repair all these picks. I think the first one I'm going to do is holding this pick, my shovel, and my wings. This will be a decent repair. Okay. And then from here on out, just one pick at a time. Oh, goodness, chat. It's a lot of pickaxes. Just do this one right here. We got 3 more, and we go over here. All right, let's pick up our stuff. Heck yeah. All right. So we repaired 10 tools this time around. How is this feeling? Oh man. Oh, we've already filled up over half of our green dye storage. We need to expand that little storage closet sooner or later. Yeah, that's a problem. That's a problem. It's the one with the pen. I kind of got that from the fact it was called the Motorola Stylus. I think I know what one that is, but thinking and knowing are not always the same thing. All right, good. Bringing a full inventory of boxes over with me, and let's do it. I'm heading over to dig a hole right now, but if you haven't seen my 15,000 day world tour, I recommend checking out that video if you want to see everything we got in this world. If you really want to see more about the auto sorter system, go back and watch like the 9,000 day world tour. That was like half the video was going over the storage system in detail. So. You got a stylo something, it's decent, really do like the pen. I remember back when like the Galaxy Notes had a pen in them, and that was like a really cool, like a stylus like in them. That was like a really cool era. Yep, over on the Red video site, link is in the bios, descriptions, etc. Welcome in. Chat, if you're new here, consider dropping a follow on whatever platform you're watching. We're about to start digging a hole, and you're about to start having a wonderful time. Ooh, okay, that's the portal we're going to right there. Yeah. I can type faster than I can write, though, is the problem, Mrs. Ken. And holding your phone in one hand and stylusing with the other, for me, it's still, and then or both thumbs. They're both a two-handed operation. Oh, facing the wrong way. They grew back. Oh, there it is. What if we did that and it was just filled in again, you know? All right, let's get started. Where'd I leave off? Oh, wow, I didn't even see this. Oh, true, nails are a thing. Yeah. Yeah, I would not enjoy using a phone if I had long nails. We are digging a hole, my friends. Chat, how was everyone's weekend? Anyone do anything fun? Anyone do anything dangerous? I did. We are digging a hole. I'm doing great. Just getting started. I was what, like almost 40 minutes late today. Magic and I had something going on we had to take care of. It happens. Chat, did you see this week's stream schedule? Only 2 streams. Trust me, I don't want to only stream twice a week, but this week, I'll talk about it next week when I'll talk about it Monday, all right? Next Monday, that is. That's cool. No, like, I that's cool to have, like, a phone that has a gimmick, right? Nowadays, every phone is basically, like, you get a rectangle with a touchscreen. Having a phone that has a gimmick to it is kind of cool. Hopefully the hole will have a lot of air in it. That's true. You skip school just for this? I don't recommend skipping school. Chat, stay in school. You gotta develop all the wrinkles on your brain, all right? You gotta get smart, whether you want to or not. No idea. So we started this hole in early January. This is like probably the 25th stream digging this hole. And we are over a quarter of the way down to bedrock. But we're only a little bit more than halfway to deep slate. Though this is going to be a bowl-shaped hole, you can see it gets smaller the further down in we go. So the layers are going to start getting drastically smaller towards the bottom. So I really have no way to estimate, you know? I have no way of knowing. Maybe it's another, like, maybe since we're only, like, you know, just a hair over 25% of the way down, maybe we're only 25% of the way done, and it's gonna be another, what, 75 streams. I don't think that's what the math is telling me, but I don't know what the math is telling me. This hole is for digging, my dude. We'll buckle up, strap in. We got a long grind ahead of us. I didn't know a school could be married. Interesting. No, I like the typo. You're using the school's wife. For I don't know, but I don't know for what, but he's doing it. Started a new survival world. Nice, dude. Starting fresh. I don't envy you. Early game of Minecraft is my least favorite part. So. Good luck. Wow, I'm getting a lot of big stutters and hitches. Is that coming through on stream for you guys? It happened like twice within like 2 seconds and now it stopped. I guess. We are on Y30 right now. We're over halfway to deep slate. It should be predominantly deep slate by like Y3, give or take. Boom, 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 boom. All right. What else am I gonna do with a hole other than dig it? Bro! You want me to build a hole? You can't do that. You gotta dig it. Got it. So this is this is underneath what used to be a swamp. So most of the caves so far have been waterlogged, meaning I've had to like take sponges and drain them and stuff, and that's been a real pain in the butt. So most of the caves have been making this more difficult than it needs to be. But I would say that now that we're getting lower, not every single cave has been waterlogged. So I very much appreciate that. Once we get down to Deep Slate, though, even the waterlogged caves will be a breath of fresh air. So yeah. We started, exactly 2 months ago today. This is like the 25th stream, and we started on January 2nd. So. Have we free cammed into this area yet, or is it still a surprise? We did when we were positioning the dome, so that we could make sure that, it was in line with where it needed to be, but I didn't like look around. And chat's asked me if I know if there's ancient cities under here or not. I genuinely have no idea what's down there. I wasn't paying attention. Start a new hardcore survival world, and 2 hours later, you was looting a bastion. You got killed by a piglin brute. RIP! Run it back. Next time, you know what to do better, right? Piglin brutes are brutal, though. It's kind of in their name. Hopefully there'll be a lot of air in this hole soon. Every seed's a good seed. They're literally, or they're not literally, but they're essentially infinite. There's something good somewhere in every seed. You just gotta find it. I never do like seed hunting or anything like that. It's just, I truly believe that letting the game randomly pick a seed for you and then playing that world to its fullest is like, that's how I enjoy it. Because if you go looking for something specific, seed hunting and stuff, you know, you'll be let down. But if you just stumble upon something awesome in a world, that's cool. Gotta have large biomes. No, I don't play with those. I mean, play however you like, chat. I'm not saying there's a right or wrong way to play Minecraft. This is a block game, dude.
The underscore Dizzy3 is here.
Welcome in. We are digging a hole, my friends. Chat, if you're new here, consider dropping a follow on whatever platform you're watching on. This hole ain't gonna dig itself. Every like that this stream gets is one more block broken. It is if you're on TikTok. I play hardcore single player. I'm not great at PvP. I'm not bad. Played in a few tournament championship thingies. I don't get last place. But that's not my shtick, you know. That's not what I'm here for. We're on Y level 30 now, and I really hope to finish this layer today. We started by being just barely past halfway. Those beacons are halfway. So I'm hoping to finish off this entire level today. That'd be sick. Though I was over half an hour late today, so we'll be pushing it to make it happen, but I think we can. I'm like the little engine that could. Oh, it's incredibly satisfying, dude. We are, like, Instamind just sounds wonderful. You reinstalled Subnautica, and you're reminded why you haven't finished the game. Oh, my wife loves Subnautica. I've seen a few playthroughs of it. It looks really fun. Reverse engineering speedrunners seeds based on their nether structure locations and oh, that's sick. Yeah, yeah, the people who can reverse engineer seeds are crazy, dude. Like, yeah, like bedrock patterns and stuff like that. It's crazy what people can do. What's up? When did I start playing Minecraft? Probably about 15 years ago, my dude. The game turned 15 years old last week, or last year, so probably about 15 years ago. Never heard of it. Efficiency 5 and Haste 2 is what you need to install, or not, what you need to insta-mine stone. If you want to install stone in your world, chat. Oh boy. Oh, so chat, story time this weekend. I had a hell of a weekend. On Sunday, I wanted to replace the thermostat at my house. Real dad stuff going on here, okay? Hear me out. The story's worth it, okay? I got a new smart thermostat to replace my old dumb smart thermostat. It was a smart thermostat, but it would never stay connected to the internet, so it was practically worthless. Especially because I have like a lot of smart home automation stuff in my house, okay? So I got a new thermostat, and I had to like figuring out the wiring differences because the old smart thermostat was really dumb and had its own like junction box and stuff. So I spent a couple hours figuring that out. And then as soon as I'm done and I'm getting ready to test, I'm down by my furnace, and I look over and just happen to notice that the exhaust, where like the carbon monoxide like exhaust, like the toxic stuff, where that pipe has a crack in it that's like this long and like exposed. You can see into the pipe, and I'm like, how am I not dead? So that was a bit freaky, because that was like, this was like 4 hours until all the hardware stores closed, yesterday. And I was like, okay, I know that my furnace is under a warranty. So like I have like a 10-year warranty on it that's still active. So I called up the company that installed it and had to argue with them for like 15 minutes. And they're like, wow, that sounds horrible. But your ductwork is not covered under your warranty. So then I'm like, but you installed the ductwork. And I'm like, they're like, yes, but parts and labor for the furnace only is what's covered. And I was pissed. So then I was like, whatever, I'm not fighting more with you right now since you're wanting to charge me $150 just to come out and look at it. So then I had to figure out, I've never done ductwork before, but to keep my kids alive, I figured that out yesterday. That was only one of 3 major issues I uncovered while fixing it that day. Yeah, they don't cover anything outside the actual unit, which is horrible. My keybinds, I released my Colonel mod pack publicly on CurseForge. You can find it linked in the bios, descriptions, etc. You can see exactly how I play Minecraft by downloading the latest version of it. Where was I going with that? All right, so that was one issue. The other issue is my house has a whole home humidifier in it. Not a dehumidifier, but a humidifier. It's supposed to keep the air like more humid in the winter kind of deal, which obviously doesn't, it's never worked since we moved into my house. But while I was like up there and dealing with looking at the broken pipe, I was like above the furnace in a way I'd never been. And I saw that was covered in mold on the backside, which I had never seen before because I had never slid into that kind of angle to see it. So then I had to disassemble that whole son of a biscuit and clean it with bleach. And I figured out why it's not working as well, putting in the new thermostat. I figured out that the solenoid that turns on the water to the humidifier is fried. You could tell on the wires, it looked a little burnt. So that's a problem for the future. And then... yeah, that's a heck of a typo. And then the third issue, which is the least worrying of all the issues, but it's still a big one, and I haven't fixed it yet, is that, so the furnace has like this big air distribution block on top of it, and like, you know, there's a whole bunch of big ducting pipes that go to different parts of the house, right? Some of them head to the vents in the basement here, some of them head up to the second floor or whatever, right? The biggest one coming out of the top is just got this big of a gap. It's just open air. This big of a gap just floating there above the hole. And I'm like, oh, so I'm paying to heat this maintenance closet excessively right now. Yeah, I was just like, oh no. So I had it wasn't a very expensive weekend, but because I didn't pay a company to do it, luckily I am comfortable figuring this stuff out. But now, not only do I know what all the problems are that need fixed and how I'm going to fix them, but I also, because of the super in-depth work I had to do rewiring my furnace's heater to work with a different kind of thermostat, because I had a I want to say like a Honeywell thermostat that had its own control board like mounted onto the furnace, and then only like 2 wires ran up to the thermostat, so no other thermostat could go in. I was locked in. So yesterday was my day. I committed my entire day to ripping out that thermostat system and getting rid of it. I was like, I do not want to be locked into this ecosystem because it sucks. So I rewired my entire home's furnace, air conditioning, everything in a day, on top of preventing my family from being poisoned by carbon monoxide and finding a couple other issues. And I was just like, man, I didn't sign up for this much. But yeah, goodness. No, I have varied textures, so there's like big stones mixed in and stuff like this. I work in IT, but that's as far as into it as I get. So wiring and stuff for thermostats in like furnaces is not really my forte, because I work in IT. I know like some electrical stuff, but like I relied heavily on the interwebs for figuring out how that's supposed to work. Oh man. I was stressed though. I was stressed because I was like, if I don't solve, at one point I accidentally blew a fuse in my furnace, and I was like, oh, that's not good. So I was like, and it made me realize at that point, I was like, if I don't finish this, we're gonna freeze tonight. It's like, oh man. So there was a race against the clock for the hardware stores closing, which is ridiculous. Yeah. It's crazy, dude. But it's fun. It's fun fixing that kind of stuff too. This project's going to be many, many months. We got a lot of work to do, a lot of hole to dig. What? Where the heck did I leave off? Right here, maybe? I don't know. The hole is the goal. Of course. You don't have a family, dude? Are you Batman? How much iron have I found from this? From this, I don't know specifically, but In total, I've mined 30k iron ore. I don't consent to a hug. I said I don't consent to a hug. Chat, he's about to find out why consent matters. I smacked the other guy just for funsies. To dig a hole, you gotta dig a hole. If you don't dig a hole, then you're not digging a hole. So I gotta dig a hole if I wanna dig a hole. Yeah, he probably didn't actually damage me, but it doesn't matter. Consent matters regardless, chat. Even if they're not hurting you. The point is I didn't consent to that hug, and he still went for it. Don't do that, chat. Don't do that. You see what happens if you do that. Oh, okay. Yeah, if I don't finish in the middle of a row, I just forget. Oh, what the heck, dude? How much draining is involved? Okay, this is a small little thing. Let me go get my, spawn. Oh, I don't want copper boots. I go down to Y15, and if I'm early game, I strip mine, or if I'm late game, I use lines of TNT. That's how I get netherite. Alright, we just need some sponges. Efficiency 5 and haste 2 let you insta-mine stone. Efficiency 5 and haste 2 let you insta-mine stone. Alright. Alright, just 4 sponges is all I needed. 60 plus 4 is 64. I'm not a grandpa. No, we're only on Y level 30. We're not to diamonds yet. Though I would be thrilled to find some, OG stone diamonds. That'd be great. I have a boatload of them because my world is super old, so a lot of my chunks are rendered back in 1.16 and 17 when stone diamonds were very common. But nowadays, stone diamonds are the rare thing. And I have never found stone diamonds in any chunks that were generated after 1.16 to my knowledge. So if and these are brand new chunks that I generated in 1.21. So if we find diamonds, stone diamonds here, they will officially be my first stone diamonds from terrain that is post 1.18. So excuse me. This is a crazy world. And I'm just building it, digging in it. Chat, if you're new here and you haven't seen my 15,000 day world tour, I recommend checking that out. It's over on the Red Video site. Make sure you drop a follow wherever you're watching. I am live normally 6 nights a week, but this week only 2 nights a week, today and tomorrow. And then I'm taking off Wednesday through the end of the week. Sorry about that. I'll tell you next week what's going on. I probably won't have to tell you next week. Alright. Inventory is full. It's always good when I take break. Wow! Backhanded comment right there. Miku's just all like, it's like, it's good when you get time for yourself. I don't want to see you anymore. That was the subtext I got. We are digging a hole. No ocean monument here. Yeah, my nose. I am a pink slime. So beautiful. All right. No, I keep about 90% of all my materials. So when my inventory fills up, I go dump it into a shulker box, and at the end of the stream, I take an inventory full of shulker boxes back home. And then they go into my storage system, and the storage system puts it all away where they belong. I just keep about 90% of everything. It's just always what it's just always what I do, you know? You never know, chat, when you're just gonna need a cool 3.7 million stone laying around. That's actually the first time I've seen it over 3.7. We just passed that today. This is the same world I've been playing on for over 5 years now. The seed is not public. I don't know what you were asking about the seed. We are digging a hole, my friend. Efficiency 5 and haste 2 lets you insta-mine stone. Your cat had a nightmare and left. Now you can get ravioli. Ravioli, bring me the formioli. Is that the SpongeBob thing? No. This world's over 18,000 days old. I don't do that early game stuff. That's boring, in my opinion. I find early game boring and tedious, so I don't do 100-day challenges. It's a hole. I don't know what you expect, my dude. All my streams are streamed, or all playtime in this world is streamed. You can go find the VODs and watch every second of me digging out this hole, plus everything else I've done in this world. All 4,600 hours of this world is over on, in a playlist. You can go fact check every single block ever been broken if you want. I do have a base. I recommend checking out my 15,000 day world tour if you've never seen it before. Based on your question, I don't think you have. You can find that over on the Red Video site. Link is in the bios, descriptions, etc. Got a low pick, chat. Alright. Already threw 2 picks today. This world started in pure vanilla, but I have added quite a few like performance and quality of life mods, but nothing that changes gameplay mechanics. You can see everything I'm running in the Colonel mod pack on CurseForge, linked in the bios, descriptions, etc. if you wanted to. Well, yeah, normally the challenge is like, you know, start a new world, survive 100 days and build something cool. Like, that's not my thing. I go for big mega projects, like digging a hole. We've been digging this hole for far longer than 100 days. In-game, that is. This is I think the 25th stream of digging this hole. And it started just about 2 months ago now. When you think about it that way, chat, that means I averaged, like, what, 12 hardcore streams a month for January and February? That is so incredibly low compared to every other year I've ever streamed. But it's been a heck of a start to the year for me. Appreciate the follows. You guys are absolutely massive. I appreciate you. Chat, if you're new here, make sure you drop a follow. And if you're on the Red Video site, make sure you subscribe. We just hit 10,000 subs last month on the Red Video site. So if you haven't seen the 10,000 subscriber special and you haven't seen the giveaway in that video, I recommend checking it out and entering that giveaway. We're actually already over 10,500 subs now. You guys are, I really appreciate all the support pouring in. I do have a sniffer farm, actually. You should, it might be in my 15,000 day world tour. It's a fairly recent project of mine, but it's probably in that world tour. Chat, anyone back me up? TikTok has always been this way, where if you mention one of the other platforms' names, it will stop pushing you in the algorithm, and you will basically lose all your viewers within a course of a few minutes. Gotta love censoring yourself for the algorithm. We're digging the hole, chat, and it's gonna take a couple months to finish still. So we are giving the hole the attention it deserves and digging the hole as a full-time project. That's all we're doing. We're digging a hole. The hole is the goal. I'm live on many sites. You can see them all linked in the bios, descriptions, etc. No, it doesn't care what you guys say. I do not disclose my age, and I don't recommend you disclose your age on the internet either. It's just probably not the smartest thing to do. There's weird people out here, chap. It's like some guys who just play Minecraft for 4 hours a night, 6 nights a week. Hey, wait, who said that? This is the 25th stream of digging this hole. We started in early January. You feel attacked? Well, do I know my chat? I called myself out and unknowingly called out half of my chat. To dig a hole, you gotta dig a hole. If you don't dig the hole, then you're not digging a hole. So I gotta dig the hole if I want to dig the hole. I'm sure you get it. Next time, do 11, bro. I'm not of the opinion that you can cheat in single player Minecraft unless you're lying to somebody. So no, you can use anything you want to dig a hole in your world. I am digging a hole. To explain on my stance, chat, to cheat in single player Minecraft does not exist unless you are going and submitting fake speedrun scores after using cheats of any kind, or to make videos claiming you built something or dug something without actually doing it. Doing something in single player and lying about it is cheating, but you can play it however you want. It's single player. It's your world. You can install whatever crazy mods and hacks and stuff you want. I don't care. Multiplayer is a different ordeal, but I never go and lay a blanket statement over using this or that as cheating. Like, nah, that's just not my vibe. To be dug, the hole needs to be dug. I wish it was Friday. Actually, I don't know if I wish it was Friday. If it was Friday, I wouldn't be streaming right now, Chad. You sure you want that? This is going to be a bowl-shaped hole, right? So it's going to round off, but the bottom is going to go all the way down to bedrock. So you can see it starting to curve in already. It's a sphere centered around that gold block. But there will be a sizable portion of bedrock exposed. I'm digging for the hole. That's all, dude. This dig is going to take several more months. The hole is the goal. It deserves our entire attention and focus while we dig it. Yeah, it's a lot of math. Not really. Negative 64 is the official bottom of the world. Bedrock starts at like negative 59 or something like that. And there's a really good chance that I'm going to floss the bedrock. I just tend to do that. I'll find out though. I don't know. I don't know though. Right now, I'm just digging the hole. Though I guess flossing would be part of digging the hole, but I don't know for sure. This world is over 5 years old, over 18,000 days in game. You can see the day count in the top corner of the stream at all times if you go to one of the landscape views. Chat, drop a follow if you're new. We should spell Doug like the name. It's the purpose is to be Doug. D-O-U-G. Doug. The hole's name is Doug now. Douged? Oh no. Well, welcome back. Efficiency 5 and haste 2 let you insta-mine stone. Inventory's full. Oh. The hole is the goal, my dudes. The hole is the goal. You ain't never done just dig a hole before, chat? Did anyone notice the title of the stream is Still Digging? Or Still Just Digging? We're just digging. Still. I didn't consent to that hug, chat. So, if for anyone that doesn't know what happens if you don't get consent, that slime just found out. We are digging a hole, my dude. Yes, this is going to be a bowl-shaped hole, so you can see it's like slowly curving inwards. But the bottom will go down to bedrock. Though the layers will just be getting smaller the further down we go. But it will be going all the way down. Eventually, this hole will have a whole lot of air in it. I should tell people I'm building a hole. You can't build a hole. You could build a bowl, but you couldn't build a hole. Can you build a hole? No. That was easy enough. I don't know. I'm doing very rough edges, so I don't know. All gameplay mechanics are vanilla, but I do have quite a few performance and quality of life mods. You can check out the Colonel mod pack on CurseForge or linked in the bios, descriptions, etc. if you want to see everything that I'm running. The hole is progressing along nicely. Chat, make sure you drop a follow if you're just passing by, you know? Popping in for hole updates every day, it would be good, right? Not every day. This week I'm only streaming 2 nights, chat. I'm streaming today and tomorrow. And then I have to take the rest of the week off. I know, it's a bummer. Yes, the bottom of this hole will go to bedrock, but this is going to be a bowl-shaped hole, right? So it's going to curve off and stuff. The lower we go, the smaller the layers get. You can see it curving in slightly, way out there. What's up? I do have mending on my pickaxes, indeed. Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. We are digging a hole, my dudes. I sleep before mobs have a chance to spawn. We encounter very few mobs in the hole. I've been sleeping, like, religiously. We're chewing through days in this world now because of it, and I love it. Yeah, I keep saying if you're new here to check out the 15,000 day world tour, but in all honesty, we're gonna probably hit 20,000 days this summer. I'm expecting early or mid-summer for me to hit 20,000 days, and then we'll record the 20,000 day world tour right then and there. And then you guys will be able to watch that video. Because the hole needs dug, my dude. Oh, you need a build idea? I'll give you a build idea, but if I tell you, you gotta build it. Do we have a deal? It is too small. I had ambitions that were different. All right, hear me out. So when I first started this hole, oh, I'm not even high enough. You can't even see it. Turn off the clouds real quick. There. So you can see the hole here, but do you see the clearing around the hole? Originally, that was the hole I was gonna dig. And then chat talked some sense into me and we shrunk it down. I was prepared to dig a bowl-shaped hole that big, and it was gonna be awesome. But chat was like, "Don't do it." Chat was like, "Don't do it. You'll never finish." And I was like, "No, I'll be fine." And then someone did like some math on it, and I was like, "Wait, hold on." And then I turned my render distance down to vanilla render distance, and I was like, "Oh God." So chat talked me out of it. But the clearing is a really nice visual effect. You can always make it bigger too. Thank you for the gifts, my dude. Absolutely massive of you. I still think it would have been awesome. Oh, so what do you want to build? Okay, I got you a build idea. You ready? All right, you should build a 37 block tall, solid gold toilet with functioning redstone flushing lever. You gotta do it now. And yeah, you might gotta go build a gold farm now. And you might have to learn some redstone. Good luck, have fun. I want pictures in the Discord once it's done. And then the next guy who asks, he'll get to build a 47 block tall toilet. Come on, you can do it. Plus the bowl would not look weird if it was bigger than this. No, it would have looked sick. It would have been like a shallower bowl, right? The center would have been up way higher than the than sea level. The center would have been way higher than sea level. So it would have just been like a much shallower hole, like, which is what I was hoping for, but meh. Oh, you don't use gold farms? You dig it? Valid. I have a gold farm, though. Because it would have looked sick, dude. Purely aesthetics. Making it that large would have been purely aesthetics. I shrunk. I just found some gold, too. Efficiency 5 and haste 2 is all you need to insta-mine stone. I don't have any mods that change gameplay mechanics. I do have performance mods and quality of life mods, like Mini HUD, which lets me see the sphere I'm digging, right? But I don't have anything that changes gameplay mechanics like mining speed and stuff like that. Heck no, dude. If I wanted to, I could open this world back up in pure vanilla and have no changes. I would be playing pure vanilla if I could, but there's just so much you need to have a decent quality stream and plan decently large, massive builds, you know? This is like the 25th stream we've been digging this hole. And we started early January, so about 2 months now. But only 25 streams throughout 2 months. Which is honestly low for me. Over 18,000 days in this hardcore world, chat. And if you want to see the day count, you can go to one of the landscape streams, where the day count is always in the top corner. Built-in creative. Well, that's your problem, dude. For me, the fun is designing it around build constraints. Like, oh yeah, I want to build it. Oh, but now I gotta go get 15 double chests of, you know, terracotta or whatever, right? Like, that's the fun part for me. It'll all feel right if you just grind a bit for it. I have not played RL Craft extensively. I think I played it like many years ago for like, I don't know, maybe like a little bit, but I have no recollection and I have not. Effectively the answer is no. We are digging a hole, my friend. Chat, if you're new here, consider dropping a follow on whatever platform you're watching on. So you can stick around for the journey that is this hole. Oh, we're having a wonderful time. I'm having a great time. I'm digging a hole. What more could I want? That other guy's building the toilet. I'm digging a hole. All right. No record involved. This isn't like the biggest hole or anything like that. We're just digging a hole. Ah, rip. Well, next time, don't forget it's hardcore and you'll survive a little longer. Boom. That's great hardcore advice. Remember that you're playing hardcore. I never even considered that as a step one of staying alive in hardcore. GG. To dig a hole, you gotta dig a hole. If I don't dig the hole, then I'm not digging a hole. So I gotta dig the hole if I wanna dig the hole. You know what I'm saying? So the closest I've ever come to dying in this world is like my 3rd or 4th totem pop. I have a playlist of all the times I've popped a totem in this world. It's been like 10 times in the last 5 years of this world going. Totem number 3 or 4 was the closest I've ever been to death. And it took a tag team of creepers and some very, very unlucky, fortunate, series of unfortunate events. If I had my mouse cursor just a hair off during my escape, I would have been dead. So I recommend checking out my playlist of totem pops, and the 3rd or 4th one is the closest I've ever been to death. So. We don't talk religion in this chat. It's not the place for it. We're here to dig a hole and have some fun. How much hole does the whole goal hole if the whole goal could goal holes? Or I don't know, my dude. I don't know, my dude. Yeah. We are digging a hole. It's kind of the opposite of building. Chat, drop a follow if you're new here and strap in. We got a long way to go. Hopefully we finish this layer today, though. We will definitely finish this layer today. We are cooking. You can't build a hole. You can build a bowl, but you couldn't build a hole. This hole is for digging, my dude. You have 3 kittens asleep on you right now. What? Sounds adorable. Guess what you built? Toilet. This hole is for digging, my dude. Inventory's full. I keep about 90% of all the materials from any of these projects I do. It is just a habit. I may or may not be a hoarder in this game. And by may or may not, I mean may. No, I would never sell this stone to villagers. They don't deserve it. They don't need raw, pure, hand-dug stone. They don't deserve it. They can take my overly processed and farmed iron, dude. They don't get this such a good product for their lousy emeralds. We don't have a like goal so far today. We can set one though. You guys hit 20k likes? What the hell? All right. All right, Chad, if you're enjoying the stream, make sure you leave a like on any of the platforms that allow it. But if you're on TikTok, let's set a like goal of 33k. There you go. I was like, I don't know if I want to double it, but we can't do only like 10k. I fly up into the air all the time. You'll see the hole from there real soon. But there's nothing to see here other than the hole. The hole is the goal. Yo, thank you for the gifts. You guys are absolutely massive. The pick is fine, dude. The pick is fine. To dig a hole, you gotta dig a hole. If I didn't dig the hole, then I wouldn't be digging a hole. You know what I'm saying? thank you for all the gifts, my dude. You're going crazy in there. I appreciate it. Yes, this hole is gonna go all the way to bedrock, but it is a bowl-shaped hole. So the lower down we get, the smaller the layers get. Yeah. This is hardcore single player. Do I sometimes think about when I first... Chat makes me think about it all the time, dude. If you guys want to see when this world started, every single stream I've ever done is live, or is available to watch over on the Red Video site. I got a whole playlist of all 1,083 streams that have happened in this world. Over 4,600 hours of content for you to grind away if you want to get caught up. Thank you for the jewels, my dude. I appreciate that. You built an orbital strike cannon? Nice, dude. I don't know what that means, but I hope you like it. The hole is a bowl, that's true. But you said you can build a bowl, and the hole is a bowl. So are we building a hole or not? No, we're digging a hole. We're digging a hole, which is resulting in a bowl. We're not building a bowl. Building a bowl would be like building a bowl above ground. We're digging a hole out of the ground. Witherskelly Farm is what is the first step to getting infinite beacons. I got a design for a Witherskelly Farm. You can go check out that video. It's a real cool video. Might not be the fastest farm in the world, but it's the one I use. And it's pretty dang quick. And it's also got a really cool Star Wars theme to the build and stuff, so I recommend checking that out. We are digging a hole, my dude. So we are building a bowl by digging a hole. Maybe. I still don't. No, I'm not doing any building. I'm just digging. It's in the eye of the beholder. Nah, dude. How could I get tired of digging? I'm having a wonderful time. Hopefully there'll be a lot of air in this hole soon. What's the hardest thing to build in Minecraft? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know the answer to that one, my dude. Oh, it did? I'll refresh it. Thanks. I'll make it fresh, and then I'll make it fresh again. Oh, I think I pressed the wrong button. No, I didn't. To dig a hole, you gotta dig a hole. If I didn't dig the hole, then I wouldn't be digging a hole. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure you understand. Did I ever get that emote of sleeping Colonel bot? No, I don't remember talking about it, but I'm sure you could remind Darcy of it. She's probably got it on her to-do list to draw. Digging is your favorite part of Minecraft? I feel that, my dude. Well, it's called Minecraft, right? And now that we have auto crafters, you never have to craft again. So all there is left to do in this game is to mine. And that's what we're doing. Efficiency 5 and haste 2 is all you need to insta-mine stone. Over 18,000 days in this hardcore world. If you're new here, chat, I recommend checking out my 15,000 day world tour. I'm gonna be recording the 20,000 day world tour this summer, probably. So make sure you're subscribed over on the Red Video site for when that video drops. And speaking of which, we just hit 10,000 subscribers over on there, and there's a 10,000 subscriber special video where we have a giveaway you could enter. So, make sure you've entered into that giveaway. We are digging a hole. It's kind of the opposite of building. Besides redstone blocks. Oh, there's lots that you could auto craft. Lots. I love auto crafters. I have a whole video series on auto crafters, by the way, chat. I design one wide tileable auto crafters. That you can put at a farm. So like, let's say you have a wood farm. I have a one wide tileable auto crafter to craft any item made out of wood. Just giving it the log. So you could, if you needed to bulk auto craft slabs, right? I have an auto crafter design where you can drop in any log and then it just turns that log into slabs. And you can feed it as many logs as you possibly can from your wood farm. And then, you know, it'll craft it into whatever you need, or chests, or anything like that. Or if you need to auto craft a bamboo boat with chest, like I have a design for that. It's ridiculous, but it exists. That's wrong. I keep about 90% of all materials that I mine. My storage room is just too empty, bro. Over 18,000 days in this hardcore world. If you want to see the live day count, you can go to one of the landscape streams where the day count is in the top corner at all times. You could potentially do that. This hole is for digging, my dude. No idea. I'm focused on digging a hole. Nah. I'm not at all worried about the materials. I'm getting plenty. Hey, bud. Who said you could come in here? I go through like 4 or 5 pickaxes in an hour. This might be like my 5th pickaxe of the day so far. This is Y level 30 that I'm standing on right now. Preach, dude. Chat, if you're new here, consider dropping a follow on whatever platform you're watching on. I got a lot more streams digging a lot more of this hole left for you to tune into. Because we need a hole, dude. My Minecraft sound settings? What do you want to see in there? I have like a multi-PC setup thing. You're not going to see anything in my Minecraft audio. All my audio mixing happens on the other PC. You're gonna start a hardcore world tomorrow? Do it, my dude. And don't worry, you're probably gonna die. But then just run it back, and in the next world, all you gotta do is try and survive longer than the first one. To dig a hole, you gotta dig a hole. If I don't dig the hole, then I'm not digging a hole. So I gotta dig the hole if I wanna dig the hole, you know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, dude. You got, I mean, if you want decent performance while streaming, you gotta have a multi PC setup. Now, there's nothing wrong with being single PC. I was single PC for a long time, but I was hitting. My PC was stressing, and I was just like, you know what? Multi PC is worth it. Plus, I built my game PC when Ryzen 7000 came out. So I built this with a Ryzen 7950X, like immediately when that CPU was out. So for a little while, I had like the best gaming CPU available, like as my thing. And it's just like, yeah, having the best gaming CPU that is out available to run just Minecraft and let the other PC handle all the stream stuff. It's just a no-brainer, dude. I say that because I have no brain. I'm running a 4070 Ti in both my gaming and my streaming PC. Back when GPUs used to be affordable, calling the 4000 series affordable is laughable, but compared to the 5000 series, oh my god, dude. Low pick! To dig a hole, you gotta dig a hole. If you don't dig a hole, then you're not digging a hole, so I gotta dig the hole if I wanna dig a hole, you know what I'm saying? Oh, you go. That's my 5th pick of the day, fully used up. You have a 3070? Yeah, dude, I would kill for a, like... I would honestly like to get a 5070 Ti or a 5080. The problem is if I got a new GPU, I don't know what PC I would put it in is the problem. I think the stream PC needs the more video encode sessions if I want to stream to more platforms and stuff. But then simultaneously, buying a better GPU for the stream PC than the game PC just feels wrong, dude. That's why they both have a 4070 Ti. I couldn't decide which one of them needed a 4090, so I bought them both a 4070 Ti instead. Actually, you can see all my old GPUs on the shelf over here. That one is my old 3070. That one's my old 2070. Then down here is my dual 760s that I had before that. They're all over there on that shelf. Why don't I have a? They cost They cost money, dude. I don't know if you know this, but you know things cost money, and I haven't hit the infinite money glitch on the internet yet. Not yet, chat. I just hit 10,000 subs though last month on the Red video site. Maybe we're making some progress towards the infinite money glitch, but I don't know. Cost like $1,000, yeah. Yeah. I do have some money set aside for the new Steam frame when it comes out though, chat. The new VR headset from Steam that's supposed to launch like early this year. I am, or maybe it's Q2 this year now, I don't know. But I am ready the second that it's available to drop it all on a pre-order. So that I am prepared to do. I do have a job, I work in IT, but I'd love to do this full-time, chat. Consider dropping a follow if you're new. Subscribing if you really want to help me out. That kind of deal, you know what it's like. Ooh, if you took out, you bought it on credit? I don't do loans. I have one loan and it's my mortgage, and I will not take a loan on anything else. I don't do it. It's just like, I learned once about how I made one bad decision with a credit card that cost me a lot of money and interest, and I learned, and I was like, I'm not doing that ever again. And luckily I learned that pretty young. Which, there is nothing wrong with using, with doing that. You know, people gotta do what you gotta do. I completely understand. I'm not trying to say nothing against no one. I'm just saying, for me personally, I don't do loans no more. Oh yeah. There's not a problem with it. There is a problem with it, and the problem is that a lot of places are predatory and will give you horrible interest rates for things you'll never pay off. Like that's bad when that happens. Efficiency 5 and haste 2 lets you insta-mine stone. I do not go into my career any further than saying I work in IT. So you can know what kind of brain I got. That's it. The messed up kind. Yeah. Now, I do use credit cards, but I pay them off in full every month. I treat everything I spend as cash, but I put all that money onto credit cards to get the cash back, and then I pay it off in full every month. So I never get charged interest, but I get the perks. And that is worth it. Efficiency 5 and haste 2 lets you insta-mine stone. I used to watch a lot of channels that like talked about money management and like min-maxing credit cards and stuff like that, and the chase rules for how often you can open credit cards and all that kind of crazy stuff. I was into that for a while. It's a fun thing to try and min-max your credit card cash back. I can't really keep up with chat right now across all the platforms. I'm missing stuff while trying to dig a hole, Mrs. Ken, so. I don't know what you're trying to ask about landscaping. I have no idea what you mean. We're digging a hole, chat. Maybe that's what you meant. Efficiency 5 and haste 2 lets you insta-mine stone. This is my longest hardcore world. It's over 5 years old. Over 18,000 in-game days. Over 4,600 hours, all played live on stream. And you can go watch every second of each of those streams on a playlist on the Red Video site. I see landscape comments, yes. I just have a lot of, I do see something from Colonel Bot right there, just saying something about a cape from the landscape stream. Yo, thank you for all the gifts, my dude. I really appreciate it, genuinely. Hey, Chad, I just realized we hit 10.6K subs just now. When I went live, we've gotten like, yeah, we passed the 10.6K subs on the Red Video site since I went live. You guys are flipping insane, dude. We're gonna hit 11K subs this month, I bet you. I bet you, Chad. We gotta dig a hole, my friend. That's what we're doing. Just between all the chats today, it's moving pretty quick, so I'm missing a lot of messages. Thank you for the follows. I really appreciate it, guys. Efficiency 5 and haste 2 is all you need to insta-mine stone. And the rest goes down to just pure skill and how quickly I move. I go through like about 4 or 5 pickaxes an hour. This is Java, of course. Java is what I prefer. But you can definitely insta-mine on Bedrock. All you need is efficiency 5 and haste 2. Oh, look at that! We're at the row with the beacons. It's beautiful. I use my cactus farm to repair my tools, and I do a repair session at the beginning of every stream. I had to repair 10 pickaxes at the beginning of stream today. Hey, yo, Chad, it's our second geode of the dig, and this one is actually fully inside. The other one was over there. We just barely scratched the surface of it. Thank you for the follows, my dudes. But this one, we're gonna get to mine the whole geode away. Heck yeah, dude. Well, Chad, so we looked at it, amethyst. We have broken 55 budding amethysts. Now we're gonna get to break some more. We found quite a few cool things to dig away in this hole so far. There have been 4 fossils, underground stone fossils. There have been, we found 2 fairly separated areas that have had copper ore veins in them. You guys know the big copper ore veins that can be like hundreds of blocks long. We don't know if they're connected yet, but we have found that. We have also found a lush cave and a dripstone cave. We've not gotten down to them yet, but we've seen them in the caves that we've exposed. And we've also found a mine shaft, which we also have not gotten down to yet.
Massive.
Not to mention the second geode. We're finding some cool things to dig through. Thank you for the gift. I really appreciate that, my dude. I look like Mojang. A multi-million-dollar company? Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah, dude. This is Minecraft. It's like Roblox, but doesn't suck. Nothing wrong with playing Roblox. Unless you're a child, then you'll run into very many problems with playing Roblox. How do you get that mini shulker? Those are full-size shulker boxes. There's nothing mini about them. We are digging a hole, my dude. The next layer, we're gonna cut off the top of that amethyst. Yeah, I was talking to Magic recently about, like, my plans for eventually getting my kids to build their own gaming computers at an age that's probably too young for them to do so. But then I was like, what, like, we will connect it to the internet to download single-player games and then disconnect it. They won't get a Discord. They won't get Roblox. Like, that was on the exclusively do not allow download list of mine. Oh, low pick, I forgot. My pick is fine, dude. Oh, yeah. Chat, if you're new here, consider dropping a follow on whatever platform you're watching. I got a lot more of this hole to dig, so make sure you stick around. And if you haven't seen my 10,000 subscriber special video that just came out, and if you haven't entered into that giveaway, go check that out. Go check that out. What's up? Nah, my kids are gonna be smart about computers. They're gonna know. They're gonna grow up learning. They're gonna know how their computer works. They're gonna build their own first computer, and then they're going to have an understanding about how the internet works. I have dealt with the internet long enough to know that it is not something I want my kids to have unrestricted access to while they are single digits years old, let alone teenagers for that matter, but that's something I'll deal with when I get there. I am on the latest and greatest 121.11 indeed. Preach, dude, I try. I use Mini HUD to give me a spherical overlay there, so that's what I'm using to dig this out. Whenever I have to dig out a new layer, I use that to dig around the edge. You can see it and anything else I'm running in the Colonel mod pack on CurseForge, linked in the bios, descriptions, etc. if you want to check that out. I don't have anything that changes gameplay mechanics, but I do have obviously some quality of life stuff like Mini HUD for overlays and a bunch of performance mods. The hole is the goal, my dudes. We are almost done with this layer. The next layer will be 27, though. We are standing on Y30. Do I use continuity? I don't think it's updated. Oh, yes, I do use continuity. I do. I didn't know it was on, but yep. inventory's full. Yes, this hole will go all the way to bedrock, but it is a bowl-shaped hole, so it gets smaller the further down we go. But it will reach all the way down to bedrock. Indeed. Efficiency 5 and haste 2 is all you need to insta-mine stone. And chat, we are so incredibly close to finishing this layer. To dig a hole, you gotta dig a hole. If I don't dig the hole, then I'm not digging a hole, so I gotta dig the hole if I want to dig a hole. You know what I'm saying? This is part of that copper vein. So when you have a big path of copper mixed in with granite, that's a copper ore vein. They're huge, huge structures of ore. There's another one way over here-ish. I don't know if they're connected yet. I'm really excited to find out if they are connected. But they might connect way outside of the circle. I don't know. Oh, this looks to also be part of that copper ore vein as well. I gotta disconnect the red video site again. All right. Efficiency 5 and haste 2 is all you need to insta-mine stone. We have not found any diamonds. We're only on Y level 30 right now. What the heck is happening? I'm not seeing any of the chats from the red video site right now. Why? I'm seeing so much movement over here, but I'm not seeing any of the anything come through on my window. Okay, this is just really delayed, I think. Shorts. It shows me lots of... Oh, okay, no, this is like really old messages. Okay, okay, never mind. It was really far behind. Never mind. The hole speaks for itself. That's true. The hole is the goal. To dig a hole, you gotta dig a hole. If I don't dig the hole, then I'm not digging a hole, so I gotta dig the hole if I want to dig a hole. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, my chat had like a really big delay. I had to refresh it. We're good. Play the song from Hole. That's a great movie. I don't remember a song though, I'm gonna be honest. Though it was like a Disney movie, so it makes sense that there was a song. Yes, this is this hole is going to go down to bedrock, but you can see that it's like curved inwards. It's like a bowl-shaped hole. It's gonna get smaller the closer we get to bedrock, but it will go down all the way. The hole is for digging, my dude. But I'm glad the algorithm is sending you back here. Make sure you drop a follow if you're new, chat, on whatever platform you're watching on, so you can check in on the hole. What happens if I don't dig the hole? Well, then all of my aspirations will go away. Because to dig a hole, you gotta dig a hole. If I don't dig the hole, then I'm not digging a hole, so I gotta dig the hole if I want to dig a hole. You know what I'm saying? The Colonel mod pack, spelled like my name of my channel. You can find it linked in the bios, descriptions, etc. It's on CurseForge. Preach the follows, chat. You guys are all absolutely massive. To dig a hole, you gotta dig a hole. If I don't dig the hole, then I'm not digging a hole, so I gotta dig the hole if I want to dig a hole. You know what I'm saying? We are digging a hole. Inventory's full. How much tire do you think it takes to dig this? Time? We've been, this is the 25th stream, I believe, digging this hole. We started it in early January, so it's been effectively 2 months IRL time since we started it. 25 streams spread out throughout 2 months now. We have several more months to go. We are digging a hole. Because we need a hole, dude. We're digging for the hole. This... Chat. I don't think you understand the scale of digging a hole this large. You gotta dedicate all your energy on digging the hole. The hole is the goal. It deserves our full, undivided attention while we dig it. It's incredibly satisfying to dig it too. Like the Instamine is just ASMR kind of deal. It's so nice. We're actually doing the opposite of building. We are digging a hole. It confused you at first, but you caught on? Yeah! You'll eventually warm up to the idea that I'm just digging a hole, and then you'll start having a wonderful time too. Alright, Chad, this is the last pass here. We're about to finish this layer. Are you ready? Unless my inventory fills up first, which it might. Alright, we're just finishing it for sure. We're finishing it for sure, chat. Pogs, you were here! Another layer done, dudes! Look at that! Look at that! That's Y level 30 we just finished. Heck yeah. Heck yeah, dude. Efficiency 5 and haste 2 lets you insta-mine stone. Another box bites the dust. All right, chat. So if you weren't here previously to see what we're doing, so this hole that we're digging, it's a bowl-shaped hole, right? So the layers get smaller the further down we go. We are using a mini HUD sphere to decide where we are digging. So the next step is to dig out the edge around the next layer using the inside of the sphere. Here we go. Let's go. Bird. Excuse you, chat. Now let's use this cave as our entry points. All right. So all I do is I go around the edge like this as my next step. I'm sloppy about it. I don't care if I mine blocks outside of the sphere at all. We just need to make sure everything within the sphere is removed. But this sphere is from Mini HUD, chat. If you haven't heard of it, it's a great mod for like doing just basic shape overlays and all sorts of overlays and stuff like that. It's great. No, we are digging a hole, my friend. It's the opposite of building, really. We are still digging this hole. It is going to take a long time. Several more months. We're in it for the grind, chat. Make sure you drop to follow if you're new around here. We got a lot more hole to dig. Is it sleepy time? No, okay, it's just rain. It's not a thunderstorm. This is hardcore. Yes, indeed. Yeah, there's more of that copper vein that we don't know if it's connected to the copper vein way over there. It would be absolutely sick if it is. Like, we are finding a lot of copper ore in this. Not that I particularly need it, but I love that we finding some cool underground structures like that. Inventory's full. To dig a hole, you gotta dig a hole. If I don't dig a hole, then I'm not digging a hole. So I gotta dig a hole if I want to dig a hole, you know what I'm saying? Thank you for the jewels over there. I really appreciate it, my dude. I don't add any mods that change any gameplay mechanics. Like a backpack gives you extra storage and stuff like that, or extra inventory space. That's not something I would consider adding. I only do like client side quality of life and performance mods. That's just where I draw the line. There ain't nothing wrong with doing whatever you want in your world, though. Sounds cool. Jesus, this cave is huge. So chat, normally when I find a cave like this, rather than like jumping over the edge, I follow the edge of the cave and I dig it around until it circles back to the next edge. But this cave is huge. Actually, doing this will be good because it'll light up the whole cave while we go around over there, because it's dark and there's been many mobs spawning in this cave. I'm not a fan of shaders, my dude. Oh, looks like the cave turned this way. I mean, I have shaders. I just am not a fan of playing with shaders. Like, this just don't feel right. Actually, even with the mini HUD thing on, it makes my sky pink. But, nah, man, this is the game, dude. Shaders are cool for a screenshot, but that's about it. In my opinion. This is Java, yes. See, we're opening this up and letting light in. Oh, goodness. They're all holding blocks. That's wonderful. What? What? Can I sleep now? Oh, I can. Okay, it finally turned into a thunderstorm. We were just talking about emerald armor the other day. I don't think it needs to exist, but I wouldn't be opposed to Mojang adding it. Like, that's my stance. I think it would have to be something that is weaker than diamond, though, which is why I think it's not worth Mojang's time to add it. We have a long way to go, my dude. We only recently passed about the 25% mark. So we are grinding, but we got a long way to go. Saw an Enderman and a Skelly Bob down there. And I see a Creeps too. Jeez, I did not realize how large this cave is. That's gonna really help me out, though. A lot less digging when you have a cave this big. Alright, we finally made it our way to the end of the cave that we can reach, and now we're circling back all the way to the wall where we left off. That's crazy. And then we're gonna leave a floating bit in the air that we're gonna have to go get at some point. So that's just the way the cookie crumbles. Yo, is this part of the copper vein right here? I think it is. Oh my goodness. Okay, this is like kind of a link between the copper vein we found over there and the copper vein we found over there. This is like kind of the middle point. Makes me think that they are connected. We've not found any diamonds yet because we are still at Y level. Well, actually, we're just starting Y level 27 right now. So we are still 11 blocks away from the highest diamonds possibly could spawn, but they will still be very rare when we get to Y16. And I think we will be incredibly lucky if we find any diamonds that are stone diamonds in this size of hole. But that's just a theory. A game theory. My inventory's full. I stay motivated because I got big projects that take like many steps that incentivize me along the way. That's the way to do it. If you want to play in a world long term, you got to have big projects that take you a long time, but you got to set like small milestones along the way that for you to celebrate. Like if you want to build a big build, right? But to build the big build, you need to first you got to go make a farm for whatever resource you want to make out of it, right? So first thing you go do is you build a farm for your main block, right? And then you start your build and you realize, oh well, I just need to dig away this giant hill that's in my way. So you dig away the hill and then all right, then you're back to building and then you're like, oh, but you know, it'd actually be really good if I had like a few more pickaxes so that you get, you know, you go and you go get yourself a bunch more tools and all this stuff. Like that's what you gotta do. You gotta find something that makes you do a lot of things along the way. And for me, that's what works for me. All right, we're back to the edge, chat. So now we follow the edge again. Yo, preach the follows, chat. Whatever platform you're watching on, consider dropping a follow. We are going to be digging a lot more of this hole over the next few months. I'm sure you want to drop a follow and stick around, especially if you're over there on the Red Video site, chat. Especially, drop a follow there. We just hit 10K subs earlier, like 2 weeks ago now, and we're over 10.6K subs as of today. We just hit 10.6K subs during this stream. So you guys have been super, super supportive of me digging a hole, and I'm here for it. And I'm here to dig a lot more of this hole. Yeah, we're still digging it. The hole, that's what we're digging for. Efficiency 5 and haste 2 is all you need to insta-mine stone. To dig a hole, you gotta dig a hole. If I don't dig the hole, then I'm not digging a hole. So I gotta dig the hole if I wanna dig a hole. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure you understand. Yes, several months indeed. This is, we started in early January. This is the 25th stream digging this hole so far. And we are down to Y level 27. And we have to get down to Y level 59, I think, so. And we haven't even hit Deep Slate yet. We're over halfway to Deep Slate at least, though. That's good. I don't know what else there is to understand. To dig a hole, you gotta dig a hole. If I don't dig the hole, then I'm not digging a hole. So I gotta dig the hole if I want to dig a hole. Makes perfect sense, Chad. Hopefully there'll be a lot of air inside this hole soon. Appreciate it, my dude. We're here just vibing, having a wonderful time. Chad, are you having a wonderful time? I'm having a wonderful time. I'm digging a hole. What more can I need? Efficiency 5 and haste 2 lets you insta-mine stone. Okay, we gotta go around this cave. My brain kind of froze, but we just gotta go around this opening the same we did as the last one. Inventory's full, though. So this week, I only am having 2 streams total, today and tomorrow, and then I'm taking off the rest of the week. I have, some plans. So, both today and tomorrow are long streams, aka until 1 a.m. Eastern. To make up for the fact that I'm only doing 2 of them. Chad, if you want to know my stream schedule, I post it every Monday in the Discord and across all social media. So make sure you're in the Discord or following me on whatever social medias you use. And you can see my stream schedule I post every Monday. I'm going to have a great time. Appreciate it. So I have a mini HUD installed. It's showing me the sphere here that I need to dig out. It's showing me the edge of the dig, so I know where to dig. We're going around the edge right now because we're starting a new layer, and then after that I turn the sphere off and dig out the inside. And we just exposed a cave over here. It appears to be daytime. Oh, I forgot I turned clouds off earlier. There we go. Oh. Oh. These projects that take a long time to do is basically day maxing. Yeah, I actually really like the fact that we have an outdoor overworld project so that I can sleep effectively every day right on time. It's not often that I get that. Usually my projects are in the nether or they're underground and I just never know when nighttime is. So yeah, day maxing is a great benefit of this project. I had never thought of calling it day maxing before, but as soon as you said it, I knew what you meant. Because we gotta sleep, because I'm not lighting up the hole. That would be a gargantuan waste of time. I have no idea how much iron I'm gonna have. Oh boy. Interesting. Ah, look at that, dude. We cheated the system. There we go. All right, but we did encounter a new cave here that we got to go around, so. Over 18,000 days in this hardcore world. Chat, if you're new here, I recommend checking out my 15,000 day world tour. And if you stick around long enough, this summer we're gonna hit 20,000 days and record the next world tour. So make sure you're subscribed over on the Red Video site. Yeah, that waterlogged cave was right on the edge of being a problem. And I said, not today. Wow, this layer is just hitting all sorts of caves, which is really good for us. More caves that aren't waterlogged means less digging. So I am A-OK with that. Though I do know that there is a very large waterlogged cave on this layer that we will encounter, and we will have to drain it. So it's like somewhere. I don't see it. We flew over it at some point. Oh, you watched the video about the map art converter. Nice, dude. That was a fun project. Preach, dude. We have gotten a lot of iron. We're getting a lot of copper, actually, from this dig. That's like our ore number one. Oh, okay. Separating from the wall. Again, we gotta follow the edge of this. And back to the edge now. Okay, not bad. You know, something to test the smelter with. True, actually. Gosh, my eyes. Well, I would still have to fortune it. But yeah. We are digging a hole, my dude. It's kind of the opposite of building. It's making you tired? No worries, dude. It's just a vibe. We're here relaxing. Chillaxing, because the hole needs dug. Oh, I thought my inventory was full, but it's not. So, you still need diamonds to make netherite tools and all the armor trims and like smithing templates and all that. So diamonds do have a purpose in that, but otherwise, yeah, they are kind of pointless. So to correct that, I actually have a goal above my head on the purple site, where if you subscribe on the purple site for the qualifying partner plus sub, I will actually burn diamonds at the end of stream in your honor. So if that interests anybody, you know, and you want to subscribe on the purple site, you know, that I'll burn a diamond in your honor. Exclamation mark partner plus to learn what subs qualify. It's the purple site's rules, not mine, to determine which ones qualify. Over 18,000 days in this hardcore world. If you go to one of the landscape platforms, you can see the day count in real time. Inventory's full. This is hardcore. I actually do have a copper farm, but my copper farm, copper is only a byproduct. I made a trident farm way back in the day, and drowns now drop copper, but not that much. This is you can see we're inside of a dome, so like it's a bowl-shaped hole we're digging, but the bottom will go all the way down to bedrock. Yes, it will. We've gotten over, we hit 3.7 million stone today. That's not including everything else, but that's the main one. We grinded, chat. I do have a ginormous storage room. The largest storage system in hardcore Minecraft that I know of. If you haven't seen my 15,000 day world tour, I recommend checking that out. I go really in depth on the storage room back in like the 9,000 day world tour though, if you wanted to go watch an older video to get more details on my storage room. It's really cool. It's really cool. Yeah, so this is just an overlay from MiniHUD that just shows a virtual sphere so I know where to dig. It doesn't actually exist. It's great for doing massive projects and stuff like that. It doesn't do small shapes very well, but it does do large shapes very well. Preach, dude. I'll probably never use yours, no. Though I did have a project about a year or two ago where I needed like, I think it was a couple shulker boxes full of raw iron blocks. That one took ages. I had the iron ore laying around, but I had to go and like place down and then use fortune on like hundreds of stacks of stone. It was crazy. It was crazy. Oh no, is it a sus? Is it sus, dude? I don't see them. I just see names. We're digging for the hole, my dude. The hole is the goal. Getting really close to finishing the edge around here, though, on this layer. I'm typically live 6 nights a week, from 9 to 1 a.m. Eastern. Most of which is in this hardcore Minecraft world. This week I'm only live today and tomorrow, though, chat. Sorry I burst your bubble. I'm taking the rest of the week off after Tuesday. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we are. All right, now it's time to start digging out the layers from the interiors. Oh, you found some of the more rare ores. Nice, dude. Inventory is full. Oh, perfect time to sleep. I'm friends with a lot of smaller Minecraft creators. We'll have a good time. I am a pink slime. So, you know, I end up holding my items all day long, and sure, they get a little slimy after a while. Like, how you gonna call me out on that, dude? How you gonna call me out on that? You know, it's not my fault. Not my fault. It's just my hands, dude. I keep about 90% of all materials that I mine in these kind of projects. It's just what I do. Force a habit. I don't need the stone, but you never know, chat, when you're just gonna need a cool 3.7 million stone laying around, right? Chat, if you like the pink slime packs that I have, or any of the resource packs I'm using, you can find everything I'm using linked in the bio. For the Colonel mod pack is a one package of it all together, or all my custom textures each have their own resource packs you can download individually. So, just saying. Yo, thank you for the gifts, my dude. Absolutely massive of you. I appreciate that. No, I keep about 90% of all the materials, and I load them into shulkers, and I take those shulkers back to the base, and they get put into my storage system and sorted into their homes where they belong. Thank you for all the gifts. You guys are absolutely massive. I really appreciate it. Oh, super relaxing, dude. We just vibing, digging a hole, listen to the blocks break. What more could you want right now? Inventory's full. This world is over 5 years old. Chad, if you haven't seen the 15,000 day world tour, I recommend checking that video out if you want to see more of what I got. I got a lot in this world. A lot more than just this hole. But this hole is the main focus for the next few months. At the beacon beams, you thought they were ghast legs? I do have a giant ghast built in my world. Humongous ghast. It's in the world tour, chap. It's in the world tour. To dig a hole, you gotta dig a hole. If I want to dig a hole, I gotta dig a hole. So I gotta dig the hole if I want to dig a hole. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. You guys know what's up. To dig a hole, you gotta dig a hole. If I want to dig a hole, I gotta dig the hole. So I gotta dig this hole if I want to dig a hole. You know what I'm saying? Ghast legs are not that long. You'd be surprised. We're digging for the hole, my dude. The hole is the goal. Oh, low pick. Do you play with mods, or is that an enchantment on the pick? I have a bunch of like quality of life and performance mods, but nothing that changes anything about my pickaxes. That's just a resource pack to make the glint pink. You can find all the packs I'm using linked in the bios, descriptions, etc. We will be doing bingo in about 30 minutes. Bingo will start on the purple site. Efficiency 5 and haste 2 let you insta-mine stone. That's what all the bacons are for. Do I maybe like pink? How did you know, dude? How did you know, dude? It's not like I'm a pink slime or anything. Yes, this is absolutely 100% pre-recorded. I'm so glad you deduced that. Just a wild guess. Well, we've been digging a hole for a while. Oh, dude, it's incredibly satisfying, dude. I'm just vibing, having a wonderful time. Chat tonight, you guys have been pretty great, actually. I appreciate y'all for being here, by the way. Drop a follow if you're new. Uh-oh, he's got a question. I spoke too soon. Everyone who prefaces their question with "I've got a question" or "Can I ask a question?" Oh, that never ends well. That never ends well. I have no idea who that is. To dig a hole, you gotta dig a hole. If I didn't dig the hole, then I wouldn't be digging a hole. So I gotta dig the hole if I want to dig the hole. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure you understand. I don't pay attention to my view counts on any platforms. I just stream to stream. Yo, thank you for all those jewels, my dude. Absolutely massive. I appreciate you. I am live on many platforms. You can find them all linked in the bios, descriptions, etc. If you prefer, if you want to switch over to one of the landscape platforms, so you can see the day count at the top, all that kind of stuff. But I'm live everywhere. Oh. We haven't gotten down to tough yet. We haven't gotten down to any tough yet. We're still in the stone era. Because we need a hole, dude. We gotta dig a hole. What more could I... How else would I acquire a hole? Of course I'm still digging a hole. We got a long way to go, dude. Stay why would I need motivation, bro? This hole practically digs itself. Lost your 1300-day hardcore world because you got an ego with no totem. Rip, dude. Rip, dude. I've popped 10 totems in the history of this world. I have a whole playlist both on the red site and on TikTok if you guys want to see all the totems I've popped. If that interests you. This is my second hardcore world, by the way. I do have a death clip as well on that you can watch for season 1 if you want to see how I ended up losing season 1. If you go on the red site and just search for death, it's the oldest video that pops up. Preach, dude. It's going to be, I'd say probably like 2 more weeks. Well, this week is very short, actually. So after this week, it'll probably be 2 more weeks before we get to Bedrock. Or no, to Deep Slate, my bad. If I had to guess. So we're talking The week of the 16th to the 20th, March 16th to 20th, I imagine we will hit Deep Slate sometime in that week. I'm not in it for any particular speed though, Chad. I'm just digging a hole, having a wonderful time. I don't care how long it takes. I'm digging the hole regardless. You know what I'm saying? I put everything into shulker boxes so I can take those shulkers home and dump it into my storage unloader. I keep about 90% of all materials from my big projects like this. It's just what I do. You never know, chat, when you're just gonna need a cool 3.7 million stone laying around. You never know. Well, if you lost your hardcore world, dude, I hope you run it back, and the next time you need 1,400 days before you're allowed to die. How's that sound? Oh, if you die, it's over. Even if you make backups, which you should regularly make backups. I do too. I make regular backups of this world in case it ever gets corrupted or something. But if I die, it's on stream. Everyone's gonna see. I can't just restore a backup and play it again. That's the whole point of hardcore. Is if you die, you die and start a new world. Take that L and learn from it. Oh yeah, down here, chat, is the lush cave and the mine shaft we found. My inventory's full. Content maxing? I wish, dude. I was actually just talking to Magic. I think she's going to start editing shorts again for me. She asked me about it today, unprompted, so. So I would love that. Then I really will be content maxing again. Cause the hole needs dug, my dude. The hole is the goal. How do you build your skyscrapers in the main part? I freehanded that. The Type A 101 tower, I freehanded that. Had no plan going in. I figure it out as I go with my builds. This is the Turtle Beach Atlas Air headset. Chat, did you know my stream is sponsored by Turtle Beach? You can use code Colonel for 10% off of any of your Turtle Beach purchases. And you can find links to all the hardware I use, the mouse, keyboard, headset, all that, from Turtle Beach on the link in the bios, descriptions, etc. This is my 25th stream so far digging this hole, if my math is correct. We started in early January, so we are officially 2 months into this project now, and we are over a quarter of the way to the bottom, vertically. Who designed the iron farm on the SMP? TMG did. He didn't design it, but he built it. I don't know where he got the design from. On Wednesdays, I play variety games with my wife. It's my Wifey Wednesday streams. But otherwise, I am usually playing hardcore Minecraft. TMG built the building, you built the iron farm. Oh, Grayson built the iron farm. There you go. Sorry, Grayson. I genuinely didn't know that. I mean, maybe I knew that at one point in time, but I didn't know it now. It's based on a Waddles iron farm. Nice. I plan on digging this hole. We go off Eastern Standard Time here, so it's just past midnight Eastern. Oh, in my hardcore world, yes, my iron farm is designed by Logical Geek Boy. But they were asking about on the Colonel Kingdom SMP. Chat, I host an SMP for YouTube members and subscribers on any platform. If you are one of those and you've not heard it, you can join the Discord to get whitelisted if you want to play on the Colonel Kingdom SMP and just be part of the community. We are digging a hole. It's kind of the opposite of building. All gameplay mechanics of this world are vanilla, but I do have several performance and quality of life mods. You can see everything I'm running on the Colonel mod pack on CurseForge. It's also linked in the bios, descriptions, etc. We are digging a bowl-shaped hole. The hole is the goal. This hole is going to take several more months to finish. It deserves our full undivided attention. Oh, what the heck? What the heck, water? This isn't that bad. All right, let's go get my sponges and drain this out. Yes, it's gonna be a bowl-shaped hole. You can see that the layers like get smaller as it goes further down, and it's gonna bottom out, but there is going to be a large section of it that goes all the way to bedrock. Because the bottom of the sphere that this hole is based around goes under the bedrock. So it will kind of have like a flat bottom. I'm out of water, chap. I need a drink. I'd probably cry. Probably, yeah. Oh, I didn't grab my sponges, dude. I prefer Java. Java's the way I play. Ain't nothing wrong with playing on Bedrock, chat. But Java's how I do my thing. I use iron for my beacons. I could very much build them out of emeralds, but I just use iron because it's what I have easiest. All right, cool.
I'm eating oysters for dinner today.
Nice. I don't think I've ever had oysters, actually. I don't know if that's nice. If you like it, good for you. Yep, that took 6 sponges. Over 18,000 days in this hardcore world. If you switch to one of the landscape streams, you can see it at the top corner in real time. Thank you for the follows, my dude. You guys are absolutely massive. Raw oysters are cooked. I've never had either. I don't know what chat's eating, no. Making you nervous, flying close to the ground. Bro, you ain't gotta worry about me. You ain't gotta worry about me. I've only lost one of my 2 hardcore worlds to flying. Efficiency 5 and haste 2 lets you insta-mine stone. Because we gotta dig a hole, my dude. I've popped several totems in this world while flying, yes. What do I think is the most underrated block in Minecraft? Andesite slabs. Andesite slabs don't get the love they deserve. Can anyone tell me why I think the andesite slabs are the most underrated block in the game? Anyone know? Because there's a reason that I chose it specifically. Andesite slabs are the only slab in the game that can be insta-mined. So if you ever need to place a lot of temporary slabs, you can use andesite slabs and then insta-mine them away if you have a beacon. Yeah. So they have a functional use that almost nobody knows about. And not polished andesite slabs, but like actual andesite slabs. The polished ones don't count. It's the normal ones, which nobody thinks about making those. This is Java. I do play me some Java. You've only had real oysters one time. It was $25 and had pieces of sand in it. Never again. You sure that wasn't a pearl, dude? Used andesite slabs while building most of the storage room on the SMP? Yeah, dude. I eat golden carrots. I'm full right now. Ooh, it looks like we have a thunderstorm. Yep, I could sleep early. Love to see it. You get totems by, I have a raid farm. I have a raid farm where I get them from. You get them from, evokers. Well, I thought I got rid of this lava source. What the heck, dude? There's 2 lava sources there? What the heck? Windows just opened up something on my thing? Oh, dropping a follow, by the way. Just a quick little shout out. If you're not following, consider doing so. On whatever platform you're watching on. I'm normally live 6 nights a week with a lot more hole digging to do. Not this week, though. I'm only live 2 nights this week, today and tomorrow. I got something going on later this week. My PCs are absolutely ballin', dude. I have all the specs linked in the bio descriptions, etc. If you want to see every component. You're itching to death. Oh, like IRL, like your arms are itching. Something like that. I feel that. Do I like space? I love space, dude. Working at like NASA would be like one of the coolest jobs ever. I dated a girl who works at NASA. That's the closest I'll ever get to working at NASA. That's sick. I don't know why, but when I was growing up, like, it didn't feel like it was, like, physically within reach as of something that, like, I could have done. But, like, looking back 100%, like, if I had really wanted to, as much as I remember wanting to, like, yeah, I could have totally went and done the right classes, done to the right majors, and went that route with my life. But as, like, a teenager picking what I wanted to do, that didn't feel like a viable option. Which is kind of just sad. Efficiency 5 and haste 2 lets you insta-mine stone. We are just digging a hole, my friends. It's a netherite pickaxe. Preach the follows, chap. I stream 9 p.m. to 1 a.m. usually, sometimes 9 p.m. to midnight Eastern. Today we're going till 1. We got about 45 more minutes left. Today and tomorrow, by the way, chat. I only have 2 streams this week. Normally I have like 4 to 6. But only 2 streams this week. Today and tomorrow, both of them 9 p.m. to 1 a.m. Eastern. So make sure you tune in so you can get your week's worth of hole digging in. Because I won't be live for the rest of the week. Efficiency 5 and haste 2 is what you need to insta-mine stone. I did not remember to do the leaderboards. Thank you, Grayson. That is specifically why I posted in the Discord, so someone would remind me. Big Brain Grayson over here. We will do that when we go back to the base. Please remind me again. Oh, boy. GG, dude. You survived another rotation around the sun. We are digging a hole, my dude. Yes, the bottom of this will go to bedrock. It is a bowl-shaped hole, so it gets smaller the lower down we go. Yo, Hippie Rosie with the raid. Welcome in, Raiders. How was your stream? What were you up to today, my dudes? I'm out of water, I forgot. Oh boy, is the stream lagging?
Massive.
Absolutely massive of you popping in over here. How are you guys doing?
Check out Hippie and drop a follow.
Yes, chat, make sure you drop her a follow. Welcome in if you're new here. My name's Colonel. I'm a pink slime. We're digging a hole. Now you're caught up to speed. No lag? Okay, I thought the intro or the raid overlay lagged. It does that sometimes. This guy's rude. That guy's just rude, chat. Only the clip of the bounces was lagging. Oh, okay. So there was lag. We're digging for the hole, my dude. The hole is the goal. Hippie, if you want to tell me how your stream was, what'd you get up to today? I'd love to know. If you got a raid and run, though, take care of yourself. Do anything. That's perfectly fine, too. I will try my best to keep your peeps entertained. No promises, though. We're digging a hole. What more could they want? Did a lot of terraforming of the new section of your pirate fort, getting all ready to place the blocks next. Still going strong in the new hardcore world. The dig is going amazing. We just started on Y level 27 is where we're at. So it's going great. Well, we finished Y level 30 today, and now we started Y level 27 like an hour ago. It stuttered for like a split second? Okay, all right. I didn't drop any frames, but the stream PC, sometimes it struggles, man. And, you know, I wish I found the infinite money glitch we were talking about earlier So that I could afford to upgrade the stream PC. The hole is the goal, hippie. The whole exclamation mark project has all the details for you. Jack, can we hit her with an exclamation mark project? I do have several moderators in the chat. I do. This world is over 5 years old. Over 18,000 days. How far along are you in your new world, hippie? I don't know. I don't know how long you've actually had it, or day count or anything like that. It just says Colonel's digging a hole. Got him. We are down to Y27 now. I hear a slime. I don't consent to any hugs. Maybe this slime will get it.
Favorite game in We Were Here series overall?
Sorry, what? Favorite game in the We Were Here series? Oh, I'll be honest, I don't recall, like, what each individual We Were Here game was about. I love the series as a whole. I'm super excited. They just announced We Were Here Tomorrow as their next title. So Magic and I both have that on our playlist, or on our wish list, so we can play that when it comes out. You passed 1,550 days, no totem pops, hoping to get 5K without dying like season 1. Yo! 1,500 days and no totems pop? That's crazy. Do you use totems, or are you playing totemless? I obviously am using totems, so there's no problem with that. But 1,500 days, even holding a totem with no totem pops is crazy, though. I've had my world over 5 years now, 18,000 days, and I've popped 10 totems total. So about average 2 per year, which is not actually how it's played out, but, you know, taking the average. Yeah, dude, we digging a hole. It's gonna take a long time to finish this hole. Several more months, I would assume. Yes, totems, just haven't popped one. You got this. Keep it going strong. If you got a raid and run, take care of yourself, go do anything, take care of yourself, you know? That's perfectly fine. Colonel's a horrible flyer. Excuse me? Excuse me? Someone ban that guy? If I were to restart my world, what would I do differently? I probably wouldn't die. Yeah, that's what I'd do differently. If I die and lost this hardcore world, the first thing I would do in the new hardcore world is not die. Like 6 of the 10 totems were flying. Your point is? Oh, low pick. You have to go get more water, but you don't want to? I'm in the same boat! Except I'm talking here. I only got like half an hour left, we're fine. We've mined almost 1 million stone so far digging this hole. The first time I checked my stone stat while digging this hole, we were at 2.8 million. Now we hit 3.7 today. So we've almost mined a full 1 million stone in this hole alone. To dig a hole, you gotta dig a hole. If I don't dig the hole, then I'm not digging a hole. So I gotta dig the hole if I want to dig a hole. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure you understand. I play on the Colonel mod pack, which is a mod pack I released through CurseForge. So I use the CurseForge launcher, which uses the Minecraft launcher. I don't use any kind of clients or anything like that. If you guys are interested, you can see the CurseForge or the Colonel mod pack on CurseForge. It's got a lot of performance and quality of life stuff, but it keeps all gameplay mechanics vanilla. Reach the follows. Chat, if you're new here, consider dropping a follow on whatever platform you're watching on. And consider subscribing on the Red Video site. Chat, we just hit 10K subs like 2 weeks ago now. And we just passed 10.6K subs today. So drop a sub, go check out the 10,000 subscriber special video and enter that giveaway. I'm just saying, there's a giveaway. You could get given something. I enjoyed the Minecraft movie. It was my youngest daughter's first time in a movie theater. That was fun. I've always enjoyed Jack Black. How do I separate the blocks? I have a storage system with a auto sorter for every item in the game. So I just take these back to the base at the end of stream and throw them into my shulker unloader. No, I have no intention of going and mining just for netherite like that. I have hundreds of netherite, ancient debris or whatever, because we've dug a couple perimeters in the nether, and I have no need or desire to, like, hoard netherite. I already have way more than I'll probably ever need. If you haven't seen my base, I recommend checking out my 15,000 day world tour video over on the Red Video site. It's a bit old now, but we'll be recording the 20,000 day world tour this summer. But it'll get you a good baseline knowledge on my world if you go check that one out. I am focusing on digging this hole and nothing but. Sorry. I will be going back to the base in like 15 minutes though, because that's when we'll be getting ready to end the stream. I have like 6 fully enchanted elytras. It's plenty. I fly up and down here all the time. You'll see the hole. See, it's a big hole. Massive, some would even say. The hole is for digging, my dude. The hole is the goal. This hole is going to take several months to finish. It deserves our undivided attention. Deep slate is going to slow us down, but I'm not afraid of that. Oh no. I don't consent to any hugs. Chat, this is why consent matters. The slime is learning his lesson. I don't think he'll ever make that mistake again. get bored of having fun, my dude. Buddy, you just saw what happened to your buddy. I don't consent to any hugs right now. Stay away. I think that one's listening. He learned. My inventory's full. Because it's dead. Exactly what should happen. Yes. This hole will go all the way down to bedrock. It's a bowl-shaped hole, so the layers get a little smaller the further down we go. But it is going to go all the way to bedrock before it bottoms out. What's my least favorite block to mine? Oh, well then I just gotta go with, oh, you know, okay, Mojang fixed it, okay, but my least favorite block to mine prior to 1.21. Whatever, is actually grass. Because the breaking sound for grass is what used to be so much higher pitch and louder than stone that when you would like hit a patch of dirt or grass while insta-mining, it was just unbearably loud and you'd have to turn down your block volume, and then you would and then you get back to the stone part and you can't even hear the satisfying sounds of stone being dug. It was horrible. To take this gigantic call? I didn't know I was on the phone right now. How many people am I talking to for the call to be gigantic? You clicked yeah. If you didn't know this, Amazon owns the purple site. So that's like a first-party ad you just saw. Absolutely valid. Mojang did fix it in an update like last year, but it was a struggle. This is hardcore single player. I don't consent to any hugs right now. I don't consent to any hugs right now. Inventory's full. Oh yeah, the insta-mining sounds are so satisfying. This is, I think, my 25th stream digging this hole. And we started in early January, so we're officially 2 months in to digging this hole out. Efficiency 5 and stone and haste 2 is what you need to insta-mine stone. I don't think I have one favorite song. I will say my favorite musical artist is Eminem. But I listen to a lot of music of all different types. But Eminem's the GOAT. So probably any one of his songs. Why are you spamming?
Start bingo.
Bingo! We gotta start bingo on the purple site, chat. Thank you for the reminder, chat. Bingo is live for you guys to claim your bingo cards. Chat, if you are not familiar, at the end of every stream, we play a mini game in the purple chat where the winner gets to put a block on the massive monument. So if you'd like for the chance to leave your mark on the hardcore world, you can make your way over to the purple site and play bingo with us. You guys have about 5 minutes to get your bingo cards before it starts. Yeah, there's lots of individual sounds in this game that just get too loud. Thank you for all the gifts that came in a minute ago. I really appreciate that. Sorry, my brain was in another place, but I heard them. Oh, my last pre-crafted box, eh? Least favorite mob sound? Yours is the Endermite? I don't know. I don't know. Okay, you know what it is? It's not a specific sound, but the dogs that we just got in, we just got the what is it? The something pause update, about dogs last year. The dog sounds, there's like 8 different sounds dogs can get, and it varies randomly. What bugs me about that is I wish the sounds were tied to a certain breed. Like, when I look at some of the dogs, they look like dogs that should make big growly noises, but then one of them will walk up to you with cute little doggo sounds, and it's like, that's not right. This dog looks like it should be a big growly dog, not a little pipsqueak dog. So that mix match specifically is probably my least favorite sound thing in the game. I like the different dogs. I like the different dog sounds. I just don't like sometimes when specific dogs have specific dog sounds. It is a very minor inconvenience, but it's just the first thing that came to my mind. No, efficiency 5 and haste 2 is all you need to insta-mine stone. Having multiple haste 2 beacons around each other does nothing. I have many beacons around here because I have them perfectly spaced apart, exactly 100 blocks apart, because that's how far beacons need to be to have full coverage. And there's multiple beacons per hole because we have every status effect. Not because it gives you stronger status effects. I play Bedrock. The pick is fine, dude. Wait, I play Java. I don't play Bedrock. Did I just say I play Bedrock? Sorry, I read a message and it messed with my brain. I don't play Bedrock. I play Java. My pick is low! Chat! Why didn't anybody, like, warn me? Guys, I rely on you to make sure I don't break this pick. Are you guys trying to break my netherite picks right now? It's just, I can't believe it, chat. I trusted you. I trusted you. I need another, more rocket. You don't play Bedrock. Yeah, I know. I just kind of said that. It came out, and then I sat on it for a minute. And I'm like, I don't think that was the right word. The hole is the goal. All the packs I use are linked in the bios, descriptions, etc. I have quite a few, so you'll have to just check them out. Hopefully there'll be a lot of air in this hole. One day. We're watching and chat's interacting with my toolbar. Excuse me? This is a bowl-shaped hole, so it's getting smaller the further down we go. I highly doubt we will find an ancient city, but we have found a lot of rather cool structures. We have found 2 geodes so far. We have found 4 fossils. We have found 1 very large or 2 separated copper ore veins. Like this is one of them right here. I'm pretty sure it's just 1 very large ore vein that we find, some over here area. We have found a mine shaft we found that we haven't gotten to dig yet. We found a lush cave that we haven't gotten to yet, and we found a dripstone cave that we just barely reached the edge of. So we're finding a lot of cool stuff along the way. I don't know how much space. I'm only gonna take like 9 boxes home with me because I don't know how much space we have back at the base. To dig a hole, you gotta dig a hole. If I didn't dig the hole, then I wouldn't be digging a hole. So you gotta dig a hole if you want to dig a hole. You know what I'm saying? I see that bingo has ended, chat. I will. I'm not gonna start bingo yet because I realized I have to do the leaderboard first. My dude, I very much do have a job. You should probably take a look at the man in the mirror and think about why someone enjoying themselves on the internet makes you question their job status. That's just weird, dude. My dude sees someone having fun and his first thought is like about what I do for work, and obviously like that's just a stupid thing to think. All right, I'm gonna take 9 boxes home, I said. Ooh. Oh, goodness. All right. Flying home. The hole is not done, but the hole is done for the day. Let's get back to the base. I'm gonna start bingo now, I guess, chat, in the purple chat. Because we have to go back and do the leaderboards. And we have to do the massive monument, and then we also have some diamonds to burn too. You can't sit here mining, but you can explore. I appreciate the gift, my dude. I get that. Everyone plays differently. Chat, if you're new here, make sure you drop a follow on whatever platform you're watching on. We're gonna be wrapping up fairly soon today, so make sure you are following before the stream ends if you want to stick around for more hole digging fun. We will be digging. We have 1 more stream tomorrow, and then that's it for the week. I'm taking the rest of the week off. Sorry, chat. It happens sometimes. I keep about 90% of everything. I don't keep everything, but I keep. I'm not obsessive about it anymore. All right. So we brought home some boxes to throw into the unloader. I don't know how much effort this has. Oh, I could have brought home over double. Oh well. Oh well. Next stream I'll know. All right, let's head to the trophy room, chat. We have some leaderboards to put up there. I have a wither entity crammer. So I don't even have to kill my withers. I have a farm that kills 4,000 withers an hour. It's great. All right. Okay, we got to put up the leaderboards. That's what we're here for. So chat, this is the first stream of the month, so we have to put up a sign for the top cheerers and top gifters from the purple site for February. All right, so let me see, what signs do I need? I need 2 signs. Obviously, both of them are going to need glow. This one is going to need green for bits and green for subs as well. Okay. All right, so for biddies, we are done digging for the day. We are back at the base, close to wrapping up. So for February? No, February. Yeah. February of 2026. The top cheerer was Gia. Second place was Civilized Feline. And in third place was O_X query. And boom, there it is. Can we get some hype in the chat for the top cheerers of February 2026? I appreciate you guys. Let's head over here for the gifters February 2026. This is the top sub gifters on the purple site. Number 1 was Sunshine 9915, and second place was Dalton 20005. And that's just 2 slots. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for the subages last month. Absolutely massive. I appreciate you. All the VIP badges have been given out for the top 10 cheerers and gifters, by the way. So those are already active and current. All right. And J-Man just won bingo. Let's get J-Man his block on the massive monument, my dudes. I just got to find what it is. J-Man has bookshelf. All right. J-Man has won 2 times. This is now his 3rd. His last victory was stream 1065. So today is stream 1083. All right. Almost 20 streams since your last victory. Let's get you a bookshelf. Yep, this is my 5-year hardcore world. With the Mob Zoo, yep. The Mob Zoo is right there. But we're going over here, chat. This is the massive monument. At the end of stream, every stream, we play a mini game in the purple chat. Today, we played bingo, and the winner gets to put a block on the massive monument. It's this tower that goes from bedrock to build limit over and over again. We are on the 3rd tower so far. And today's win goes to J-Man with a bookshelf. Absolutely massive. I appreciate you. We do have some diamonds to burn today now. Also, if you're not familiar, !partner plus in the purple chat. There are certain subs that qualify for this goal above my head. If you subscribe with those subs, I will burn a diamond at the diamond shrine, where we have a lava pool made of diamonds in the shape of a diamond. So let's burn some diamonds. How many is it today? I know it's at least 1. I don't know for sure. It might only be 1, but I don't know. Just 1 tier 1 sub. There was some primes. I appreciate the primes nonetheless. 1 sub on stream 1083. Wow, it's been a gap since we've had any diamonds burnt. All right. Today is 1 diamond. And this one, chat, goes out to Here Comes Johnny with a tier 1 sub for 24 months. GG, my dude. That one is for you. I appreciate it. Let's get out of here. I have a whole video dedicated to touring the mob zoo if you are interested in watching that. I also show it off in my world tour videos if you want to check that out. But the dedicated video is a lot more in depth. All right. That is going to be it for the night, chat. Good progress. We finished the previous layer and started on Y27. Love to see it. Absolutely massive progress. And I appreciate everybody being here. Make sure you followed on whatever platform you're watching on. TikTok, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube. And my most recent video is my 10,000 subscriber special on the YouTube channel. Everybody who hasn't seen it, you should go watch that now that stream is ending, because you can go enter the giveaway. I'm sure you want to win the giveaway, chat. Go check it out. Even if you don't watch the video, go enter the giveaway. All right. Let's see who's live on the purple site to send over a raid to tonight. Oh, man. All right, let's send a raid over here, chat. Someone playing half heart hardcore. What is that? Thristis, I think is how you say his name. I probably butchered that. Sorry, my dude. Chat, here is a raid message for you to copy and paste when you get to his chat. Absolutely copy that if you are a subscriber. Copy just the words if you're not, just to put something in the chat to let them know you're there to have a wonderful time. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here across all the platforms. I appreciate you. Thank you for the raids. Thank you for the followers, the channel point redemptions, the Prime subs, the Partner Plus subs, the stream streaks. Thank you for all the gifts over on TikTok. Thank you for the jewels over on the red site, and thank you everybody for being here. I'll be live tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Eastern, with some more massive Minecraft, digging some more of the hole. Peace out. Gotta go to the purple site to sub and get a diamond burnt. I just realized TikTok already ended before I answered that.